Welcome to the Deliverance Network. I just wanted to share in this segment today some information that is provided through the visionary, again, Luz de Maria de Bonilla. And her website, you can Google it, is Revelación Marianas. I'm hoping I didn't butcher that too badly. You can also find her messages on countdowntothekingdom.com, as I've mentioned before, and I believe even on Countdown to the Kingdom there is this resource that you can download and have as it's a PDF that's on the website. You can search for it, and it's called Natural Plants and Remedies given by the Blessed Virgin Mary to treat diseases, pests, plagues, and pandemics. Again, I state I am not your doctor. I'm only passing this information along to you so that it might be of service. You could have to talk to your doctor individually and discern anything you might use personally, as everyone's medical history is quite unique. So I am not recommending anything. I'm simply passing this information along for your discernment, for you to talk to your appropriate medical practitioner that you work with. But the interesting thing about this document, it has a very extensive table of contents, and it details different natural plants, herbals, remedies that we can find in the environment, that we can find right now, at least, while we can still buy and sell through our health food stores and other resources like that. And different things that they are recommending or providing information about are to have, obviously, a purification water system, so boiled water or some sort of water purification system, just in case. And then there's different recommendations for plants and remedies to strengthen the immune system. These are good recommendations for any time, let alone a time of pandemic or who knows other situations that could be coming. Another section is plants and remedies to treat respiratory system diseases, plants to treat digestive system diseases, because don't forget, God the Father created the entire universe, the earth, and everything on it. So it does stand to reason that He has provided just about everything we could use in nature itself. We just lost touch with that art as we have become industrialized. At least a lot of us have. Our naturopaths perhaps know a lot more than a lot of us. There's another section called plants to treat nervous system diseases, plants to treat eye diseases, plants to treat skin diseases. And again, I mentioned that geranium prophecy just from September the 21st from our Lord through Luz de Maria de Bonilla. So we'll see our other segment about that one. And then there's plants with antibiotic properties, and they mention oregano, rosemary. Epidemics and pandemics, different things that you can use. They do mention the oil of the Good Samaritan. I've spoken about that before. It used to be called thieves' oil, and it is a blend of 5 essential oils in a base oil. Must be in the carrier oil so that it doesn't irritate the skin. If you're not already using the oil of the Good Samaritan, you might want to Google that. You can order it and have it shipped to you. And research well its use. Check with your doctor before you use anything, of course. It's talking about the use of the Miraculous Medal. There's also prophecies, and I won't quote sources right now because I can't necessarily think of them. I think some of them are through countdowntothekingdom.com, but also older prophecies back from the 1800s regarding the use of the Miraculous Medal for healing. And what I'm hearing now is the Miraculous Medal immersed in Exorcism Blessed Holy Water, a prayer of faith said for healing with your faith. You have to trust that God will heal you. And then you remove the medallion. You don't drink the medallion because it'll kill you. And you drink the holy water. And that it is to promote healing, apparently. This is, again, another prophecy that I'm just promoting for your discernment. You have to do the research yourself. But that it has that healing property from any pandemic-associated things, perhaps the V thing word there, side effects, etc., and also the Good Friday oil. There's been some prophecies out there about Good Friday oil. Google it. It's an oil you have to make on Good Friday or Orthodox Good Friday. So if you haven't made it this year, you want to research in your circles who might have made it and perhaps get some of that oil, because that is supposed to have properties for healing as well when you're blessed with it, with a prayer of faith. And then there's other references here to unknown diseases, insect plagues, etc., and some of the messages that are in this document, this PDF, which you can download. I highly recommend you print it, because who knows if we'll be able to access the internet and technology at some point. And then have a good read of it and see how the prophecies link. And again, anything that you do think or consider using, I am not your doctor. You must check with your own medical practitioner. So I just wanted to highlight that again, because we are seeing obviously some serious times with regard to variants, etc. out there. And who knows other things that may be coming. I just want to close by saying, though, that we must, first of all, make sure we're in good spiritual shape, because the destiny of our soul and our eternal salvation and that destiny is the most important thing, right? Save the soul, and if, you know, the body is of lesser importance. I'm not saying it's not important, because if you're not feeling well, nothing's great. But we have to make sure that we're in a state of grace first. We have to make sure that we are staying firm in our faith. We have to make sure that we are trusting God and Jesus, that we're not going anywhere else to look for safety, especially as these times march forward. And so that also means going to church as often as you can now while you still can, receiving the sacraments if you're Catholic. The Eucharist is a tremendous strength for body and soul, and so avail yourself of that as often as you can. I'm going now almost daily, where I wasn't able to before because I was working, and I'm making sure that I get that sacrament as frequently as possible, because we may not be able to receive it much longer. Who knows what will be happening in the church, divisions, etc. So I highly recommend that you go to confession as well, and just try to pray as much as you can. The Blessed Mary from heaven has been saying over and over and over through so many messages, pray, pray, pray. Medjugorje for, is it 40 years now? 30 for sure. Pray, pray, pray has been her constant theme. That we must be in a state of prayer that is so automatic, so that we have the strength and grace to journey through whatever circumstances the Lord allows. And the last thing I want to state is that God is fully in charge. No matter what is happening, do not think for a moment that evil is triumphing. God is allowing evil to do certain things in the world for His purposes. So never forget that, even though things may seem dark, stay with the light and you won't go wrong. May God bless you and your families today. Thank you for joining us at the Deliverance Network. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like us, share us. We'd love to expand our network so that others hear the warnings coming from heaven in our hour and are less surprised at some of the events that are unfolding. God bless.